This is one of the most mind-blowing things for me that neuroscience observed. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for your precious time here. Thank you so much for deciding to join me today. I hope you relax today, buckle down, and chill with me because this is just where my mind freezes. This gives me an absolute mind freeze and mind fuck. Let's dive deeper into the fascinating universe of our thoughts, feelings, happiness, etc. So, I'm not saying that magic exists or anything like that. I'm just sharing that something works in a way that it almost looks like magic. What happens in your mind actually changes your physical body in a way that feels almost like magic. I'm not forcing you to think a certain way. I just really wanted to share what science observed because it really just touched me. Take the take the placebo effect. You've probably heard of it. A doctor gives someone a fake sugar pill, tells them it's a powerful medicine, and their pain completely disappears. People usually brush this off as a trick. They say, "Oh, it's just in your head." But when scientists look at what the brain is actually doing in that exact moment, it's mind blowing. So let's go to the first part of this video. The moment your brain genuinely believes that relief is coming, it doesn't just trick you into feeling better. It literally starts making its own real physical painkillers. It floods your body with chemicals to mechanically block the pain. And it works the other way around too. It's called the nocebo effect. In one study, researchers gave people a glass of plain harmless water, but told them it would make them sick and cause horrible stomach pain. The people truly believed it. And guess what? Their brains didn't just panic. The brain actually created a specific chemical that physically opened up the pain pathways in their spine. Those people felt real physical pain and real inflammation out of absolutely nothing. Just because their mind believed a story. The brain manufactured the sickness by itself. But this is going to be the part of the video that really freezes my mind for so many months. And like, wow. Think about Walt Disney, Disneyland, Walt Disney. We are going to look at the real world examples when this happens in the real world all the time. So when you think about Walt Disney, he was literally fired from a newspaper because he was told he lacked imagination. And he went completely bankrupt before he ever built his empire. Everybody was laughing at him for 15 years. Like, what is even that weird mouse supposed to mean? He was a total failure for 15 years. Or Colonel Sanders, who was rejected over 1,000 times trying to sell KFC, trying to sell his recipe, sleeping in his car in his 60s. Think about Kobe Bryant, who was brutally laughed at for missing crucial shots early in his career. He was told an advice that he should never ever play the basketball, but he took that advice to become one of the greatest players ever. He had this unshakable, almost terrifying belief that he would become the greatest. People call that luck or just being tough, but maybe they were just using this exact same brain system. They hold onto a belief so deeply for so many years that their entire reality had no choice but to eventually align with it. They refuse to let the outside noise throw them off their dreams. Now, when you hear stories like Disney or Kobe, it's easy to think, oh, this is just manifestation or the crappy law of attraction stuff. You just manifest things by thinking about them. But I swear this has absolutely nothing to do with that. The manifestation tells you that if you just sit on your couch, and visualize $1 million and send good vibes to the universe, the world will magically hand it to you. That's a fantasy. What we're talking about here is the exact opposite. This isn't about the universe changing for you. It's about you changing your internal chemistry so you can survive the invisible path, the path of despair. When Walt Disney was broke, or when Colonel Sanders was sleeping in his car, they weren't just wishing for luck. They were taking brutal, non-stop rejection for years. They had every single right to believe that it's just impossible to create the Disney World, the Walt Disney or KFC. They were taking brutal, non-stop rejections for years. Normally, that amount of failure would completely crush a person's brain. It would make them sick, paralyzed by fear until they quit. But because their internal belief that placebo was so unshakable, they blocked out that poison. Their brains kept producing the focus on the drive needed to keep it going when anyone else would have walked away. It's not magic, it's biology. Your mind doesn't change the world by wishing, it changes you so that you have the raw power to actually go out there and achieve your dream. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for your precious time here. Feel absolutely free to explore many mind-bending things about our happiness, feelings, thoughts, life, etc. Or just to chill and relax with me a little bit and hang out. But in other videos, but absolutely no pressure. I wish you so much joy, strength, and resilience. Take care, especially take care, and I can't wait to catch you soon.